Good day, global crypto enthusiasts. This is 88 Fantastic coming to you Wednesday, May 8th, 2019. Just a quick look at the market today, and today's just going to be just some brief news here. Again, normally I don't do this, but I mean oh my God, the last 2 weeks of just absolutely bizarre activity happening in the cryptocurrency world. I just want to get my 2 cents out there, and again, this is just my own personal opinion, so agree to disagree or whatever you want to do. Come out and spew some language at me if you want. I really don't care, but it really needs to be talked about. So we'll just have a quick look here, and we see Bitcoin sitting at 59.35. Yesterday's videos we were spot on with the crawlback, even with the Binance hack. We nailed the bottom of the market cap, off by just a little bit. Said it would drop to 183. We stopped at 182.2. We've seen Bitcoin rebound very nicely, and again, very nice work on the holders of the market and not panicking and selling and leaving the market rather than coming back and reinvesting back into Bitcoin. So that was pretty sweet. So let's just have a quick look here, and what we're really seeing, and I've been saying this for a couple of weeks now, what we're seeing, even though it looks like we're really growing, the only thing that really growing is really Bitcoin, and the profit takers are slowly taking their money and their profits out of the shit coins. And I don't care what anybody says. When there's 22,160 cryptocurrencies available, let's make it even. There's 2,000 total pieces of shit that shouldn't even be offered. Like they shouldn't even. They're not even companies. They're shit. They're not used. They're not used anywhere, and they have no usage whatsoever. So that's where we're sitting at with that. I compared it to the housing market of the early 2000s when the scumbags of Wall Street were selling people stuff over the phone, and it turned out to be people out of their garages, right? That's exactly what's happening here as well. The exact same thing. So we didn't really want to talk about too much about this. We just wanted to show you that Bitcoin had a really nice recovery, and just wanted to run through some of this just absolutely ridiculous news that's come out over the last 2 days. So now you got the Craig Wright Bitcoin thing going, and with the multiple lawsuits that are going on with that, and now he's been told he's got to produce the documents because he's basically trying to rip off a former partner who's dead and slamming their family name. So he's been slamming their family name, so they're suing him, and now he's turning around and suing everybody else that's slamming him, and it's just the whole you said, he said, she said, and suing me is just it's ridiculous. Again, that's why we have loss for brand ripoff, and he should be sued for that too anyway. So I'm not going to really go through the articles. I just wanted to show the headlines from this morning and just show three of the bigger sites that pump out the news and just see how repetitive it is and some of the things to talk about. So with the Bitfinex crap that is still going on, and they've got their potential $1 billion dollar initial exchange offering where they're going to try and do a coin this in similarities to what Binance offers with the BNB coin. That's your call all the way. Me personally, when somebody hasn't reported that they ripped off their own customers, and then 3 months later they're apologizing to everybody, and now they're going to try and sell you $1 billion worth of their own coin, you'd be a fucking idiot to buy into that. I don't care what anybody says. You're going to lose. Go right ahead. Um, the other article I wanted to talk about here, it says Binance graciously decides not to nuke the Bitcoin blockchain, and it was talking about how CZ had talked or quoted or whatever with two of the blockchain devs about the possibility of rolling back the Bitcoin blockchain, and then Mike Novogratz and Vitalik had come out and slam it. Firstly, there's no way Binance and CZ could even possibly roll back the Bitcoin blockchain. It's virtually impossible. You would need some serious global communication with a lot of really, really important people to make that happen. So that would never happen. There would be uh, if there's civil war, what would you call it? Crypto civil war? There'd be heads rolling. I mean, people would be looking for people if that ever happened because that would ruin the whole space. The whole space would be over instantly if that ever happened. Um, the thing I wanted to comment on that is when Novogratz comes out and he starts talking about it. Again, there's a guy that should get no time in the space. That to me, he is one of the crooks in the space as well. It's literally all of the crooks that are these people that are getting all this media, it's easy. Again, I love Binance and what they do, but I've always said he's good at marketing. Other than that, Binance has done nothing. They couldn't even, they make all this money. They failed in Russia. They failed in Africa, and now they're only in Malta. That's it. What else is Binance? They're nothing but a marketing machine, and to get hacked is just so irresponsible. Um, I don't even want to get into the no regrets thing because that one pisses me off. That guy's backdoored so much people and so much money. It's just ridiculous. But this is just going through everything. It's all the same thing. It's the Binance hack. It's Bitfinex and it's price predictors, and it's the same over here. So let's go have a look over at Block Crypto. Another really good site for a variety of news if you want to come on and you want to check onto anything. They've got automatic feeds to everything too, so this is a really good site as well to come on and check for the news. And then obviously Cointelegraph as well, right? So I just wanted to come on and throw in my 2 cents about literally the last 24 to 36 hours are literally people that have so much money to begin with, and they're just being irresponsible children, and they're not looking after their businesses, and they're not doing anything responsible, and that's my whole issue is, and everyone, the biggest thing I've seen on Reddit today was talking about getting away from centralized and going to decentralized, and that can that could not be a worse idea. Like what's happening with the arbitrage and the decentralized right now, like seriously, like you guys got to sit back and look at it and weigh it out from both sides rather than just reading one or two articles and jumping on the bandwagon and slamming people all over social media. Like it's just ridiculous. So we'll have one more refresh on the market here before we get out of here. I want to go back to making some free money. Again, really nice to see Bitcoin at 59.35. I'm still holding strong with my prediction from early April of a 66 to $6,700 Bitcoin by the end of May, between the 22nd and the end of the month. And honestly, if we didn't have this stupid crap happening at Binance and the crap with Bitcoin SV and the Bitfinex ridiculous burn job that they're doing over there, I mean, we'd probably be sitting over 6 grand. So, like we talked about last night, if this hits 6 grand in the next day or two, I fully expect the usual FOMO buy-in. So we could see Bitcoin slowly crawl up to that 6K mark, and then all of a sudden just see it go 60, 50, 61, 25, 60 within an hour or 2 hours type of thing. So, but again, as always, be careful with it because, like I said, we still still fully expect to see Bitcoin moving sideways up all the way through May, and then as we approach the end of May and the first week of June, that's when the speed bagging and the body blows are going to come in. So that's all I got for you today, folks. Not sure what we're doing here. We'll see how much more the Twitter feed blows up and how much more ridiculousness actually comes into the space over the next day or two. 'Cause I generally don't like talking about the news because it's just all he said, she said, and honestly, it's like grade school. It's popularity. It's whose shitcoin is on what exchange right now, rather than what shitcoin you own, and that's what the arguments all over social media is doing right now. So, anyways, this is 88 Fantastic showing you how to take a bite out of the cryptocurrency market.